I'm late. I'm late for a very important date. No time to say hello, goodbye. I'm late, I'm late, I'm late. And I don't even have my bathrobe off. Oh my gosh. Ah! Hang on. I don't even have my bathrobe off. I cannot believe I just pushed the button on to me and I still have my bathrobe on. It's freezing in here. I'm sorry I got distracted by an important conversation and didn't get down here in time, so I apologize. Hello, everybody. I'm making Maria. Oh my gosh. I got the power tools out. All I'm saying, I made this all by myself. I'm telling you. If you'd have told me 6 months ago I could use the power tools that I now know how to use and that I could successfully make something, I'd have laughed. Yes, I would have. But you know what? I made this all by myself. I had to use the drill. I had to use the chop saw. Do you love how I'm not a trucker? No, I'm not. You know, did you used to do that in the car? When you tried to get the trucker to blow their thing? Yeah, no, I'm not a trucker. I used the chop saw. I used the drill. Oh, and then I used this, not a scroll saw. It's like a hammer saw. No, I don't know how to explain it. Another fancy saw. I don't even know the name of them. That's how. Shh, don't tell either because I would get in big trouble if he knew. Yeah. Sometimes it's just, I really don't think he realizes how many times a day I go in his little workshop. I'm very sneaky, and I'm very, I clean up well after myself. So, but sometimes, you can't clean up too much because it's kind of messy as it is. There's sawdust everywhere. So if you vacuum up all the sawdust, then you get busted because it's not supposed to be that clean. But anyway, so I'm going to show you what I made. Oh, and I used my new fancy staple gun. So I used my staple gun, this choppy saw, the other saw. What's the name of that saw? There's a name for it. It's the one like you can, I don't know. It's a fancy saw. The chop saw, that saw, the drill, the screwdriver, and my staple gun. And check out what I made. Ta-da! Check it out! This moves. I gotta figure out a way to get that on here. But it's one of those, little boards. So I made these, it's got like little hanger things that hold with the dowel. I stained it all. And it's got a paper roll on it. And this is what we are going to chalk on tonight because it's a really inexpensive, easy way to change up your home decor by chalking on paper. And you don't have to change it, but it's a really nice, inexpensive way to, maybe do something a little seasonal. So that is what we are chalking on this evening. Voila! My big, beautiful board. So I'm going to actually put it this way because I think it'll be easier for you to see it as I go. But I'm making Maria. I am your Chalk Couture independent designer. Welcome to my live. I make a live demo video every night at 9 o'clock Central Standard Time where I show you how to use this amazing product called Chalk Couture. And it is an amazing product. Anybody can use it. It's foolproof. It's easy. It's stress-free. You don't need a lot of stuff. It's reasonably priced. It's reusable. Best part ever. And you can pretty much chalk anything. I mean, it's like the piece of resistance when it comes to chalk or crafts. So I bought these, it's a craft paper roll. Take it out of here for a second. Take my little doll guy out. Now I had bought a couple different, the first one, if you remember, I made a scroll at the holidays and it was on brown craft paper. It was really nice and thick, but I really wanted white craft paper. So this is actually like kid easel paper, so it's thinner. I need to get it tight back on here. It is a thinner paper, so I did obviously most definitely wax it because we're not going to want it on here if it's not waxed. So you're not going to want to chalk on paper that's not waxed. You never, especially given how thin this paper is, it's kind of flimsy. So you're going to do a couple of things in order to chalk on paper. You're going to, especially if it's a flimsier, thinner paper, you're going to wax the paper. And when you put the wax on the paper, it will appear slightly, you know, not wet, but it'll change the appearance of the paper. But then it will dry. As long as you don't put too much on, you won't see it. So you put your wax on. So I did it this afternoon. I put the wax on it this afternoon and I just left it. And then when I came down here about 5 o'clock to just check it and make sure that it did dry, I was good to go. So you could no longer see the wax. So you're really gonna wanna wax the paper anytime, especially this thin, flimsy paper. The next thing you're gonna wanna do, and I just had them, where did I put them? Oh, they're there. You really are going to want to fuzz like crazy your transfers. So we are going to put Bless This Day with Grace and Gratitude on here. We might put, I was trying to see if I could find, you know, a little swag or something that I had handy, if I had anything handy, but of course I never have it handy because I got distracted by my conversation. I mean, we could even do just some fun little lines. You know, and kind of frame it out. I wonder what transfer that's from. It's really cute. I gotta think about that. That's why you write the name of the transfers on the back of them. So this piece of wood, I actually bought at Menards, and it came, it's like birch or something. It was $3. It was the size I needed it to be, but it was a square, so you can't see what I'm doing. So it was 3 inches bigger this way, or whatever way, and I cut 3 inches off of it because I didn't want it to be square. I wanted it to be more rectangular for the purposes of what I'm using it on. So I did cut it off. So any piece of wood really works. You can find this paper comes wider, so you could really, you know, go crazy and go to town. These little guys, these things here are for curtain rods. So it was really easy. I bought them right off of Amazon. I mean, you could have bought them at, I'm sure I could have gone to my local hardware store, but in essence of trying to, you know, stay home, I bought them off of Amazon. And then I just screwed them right on my wood. So I stained my wood, screwed them on, well, cut my wood, stained my wood, drilled. Aren't you proud of me? Drilled. Then I screwed them on. Then I found this is like fake leather, a leather strap. Again, I bought it on Amazon, and I stapled it to the back. I got a wood dowel. That's what I cut with the handheld saw thing, and I didn't cut my fingers off. Look, I got them all. And then I stained it. So it was really easy to create. It wasn't hard. It wasn't challenging. Anybody could make this. So I made this with the intention of putting a C-size transfer on it, and in retrospect, I will probably put this on here at some point. It says, "Give us this day our daily bread," and the whole thing fits. I would probably just do the words. But this is a retired transfer, and I don't like to show you retired transfers, so we're going to put this B-size transfer on here. This is the other one. This is a current transfer that I think would be super cute on here. It says, "You'll never know, dear, how much I love you," and then it makes a rainbow. This would be adorable too. And that's kind of the nice thing about chalking on paper. You don't have to be committed to it forever. It's just something for a moment in time, and then you cut it off and you start over. All right, so we're gonna do this one. Bless This Day with Grace and Gratitude. I am going to fuzz the heck out of this transfer, so I'm gonna flip my transfer over, write the name of your transfer on the back of it. I do typically recommend, it's easier to chalk on paper with a transfer that's not brand new because it isn't as sticky. But that doesn't mean you can't do it. It just means if you are going to do it, fuzz, 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 and then fuzz some more, okay? Because the last time we did it on paper, we used a brand new transfer. It was thicker paper though. This flimsy, thin paper, I don't know if I would do it with a brand new one, especially a C-size. But we could, because I waxed it. It should be okay. So by fuzzing it, all I'm doing is I'm taking my transfer, I'm sticking it to my towel, and I'm picking up some lint. And I'm making my transfer not as sticky. So I'm going to take my transfer, and I'm going to use you guys to help me out here. And I'm going to attempt, got my fuzzy from my sweater that wants to come along for the ride. I'm going to attempt to, sorry for the top of my head, center our transfer and make it straight. And I'm going to lightly press it down. I do want to seal the transfer, but I'm going to do it lightly. I'm not going to push super hard because, again, flimsy paper. All right, I'm just going to do Storm. I mean, I'm not even getting all that fancy. That is grayish. Storm is a very pretty gunmetal gray, which I think will look really nice with the gray or the white and the black. So, you know, this is my jam. It's white and black. Hello, Miss Carol. How are you today, my dear? Okay, so pushing everything down. Open up my chalk paste, stirring it up. I want it to be creamy. This one's good to go. Don't need to add any water. If my chalk seems dry, I just add a little bit of water. Take my squeegee. There's an angled side and a flat side. Dip it, fill it up with chalk paste. Oops, my paper's gonna move on me. Hold my paper down and just carefully scrape the chalk paste across the transfer. You can go in more than one direction. The key is to cover up the entire silkscreen. Don't leave any white spots. And then take all this excess, put it right back in your container, and keep squeegeeing all that excess off. Otherwise, you're just wasting it. Hello, Miss Rhonda. Welcome to our trucking party. Okay, take all this, put it right back in here. Oh, I'm glad you're doing well, Carol. And then you carefully, oh look, it didn't even kind of stick to the paper. Stick this in my water bath, rinse it with cool water, let it dry. When it's done drying, put it back on a spacker sheet, and it's good to go to be reused again. Okay, this turned out cool. And just like that, we're done. I mean, it's not even a big fancy project. 12 minutes. This is like a record for Maria. I don't ever make a video this fast. All right, so then, I mean, I could pull it down, I can pull it up, I could do all kinds of things with it as far as placing it on the board. Looks really cute, actually. I might. I'm probably gonna leave it up a little bit. No, I probably won't put. I could put, you know, like a boho flower, which is an older transfer. There's some new transfers that you haven't seen yet that have some fun little floral sprigs on them. There's the Love Grows Best in Little Houses Like These. That has some beautiful sprigs on it. That's currently in the catalog. So I could, you know, zhuzh it up if I wanted to fill in the space more. But I actually don't want to. I think it's going to look nice just kind of this way. So what'll be fun about this is it'll be very easy for me to change it up. So I could cut the paper off. I could do happy birthday when it's somebody's birthday. I could put the menu on here for a menu board. It's just, you know, one of those really easy things to create on. That's all I've got. Just like that. Look at that, and we're done. So, what should we talk about? I cannot possibly be done in 15 minutes. All right, so we'll do the usual spiel. If you want to check out any of these amazing products, this transfer is currently available in the catalog. You can go right to www.chalkcouture.com/makingmaria. Bless Up This Day is the name of the transfer. If you are not in the Making Maria Crafty community and you would like to be, you can comment at me and I will send you the link so that you can get in there. If you are watching me on YouTube, thank you for watching me on YouTube. If you could please subscribe to my channel, that would be awesome. If you're curious at all about what it means to be a Chalk Couture independent designer, you can comment curious and I would be glad to send you the information so you could check it out and see if creating beautiful things and maybe making a little side hustle is something that makes sense for you. That's all my spiels even. I don't even think I got any other ones. All right, well, that's it. That's all I got. Thanks for hanging out with me. I hope you have an amazing Thursday. I will be back at you tomorrow night. I do make a live demo video every evening at 9 o'clock Central Standard Time, so come on back. Thanks, guys. Have a great Thursday. See ya.